Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Wherever you are in this world, I hope, and which is actually the most important, you are healthy, you are well, satisfied with the week behind you. And I think the most important is that you are happy. I know term happy may sound really trivial in today's this fast world and the environment, how it's flowing. Things are really changing. We have to adapt, and it's more difficult when we are facing unexpected changes. Then this word meaning happy might be really not comfortable, but I believe it has much deeper meaning, and it should be perceived much wider than just narrowing it. I'm happy in that moment. I'm happy because I went for the cinema. I'm happy because I got quick fix solution, or many other factors can be that can make us happy for a moment. We went through the mindfulness. We went through empowering your action. Later we had inner child, gratitude, forgiveness. And if you had a chance to go through them, each of them have played a role to add the value to the previous one. I started from the mindfulness because to start any kind of work on your inner state, on your inner development, you have to clear the clouds that are there. And any kind of work we are trying to commit ourselves to make ourselves better needs commitment. And I believe this first brick to the big and solid pillar of your incredible transformation, mindfulness was the right one, and provided with the right tools that you can apply and you can practice. And with every single day, with every step of that new practice, you are experiencing the change, certain kind of evolution in you, changing the habits, changing the way how you are seeing the things that are surrounding you. Not necessarily only the big one, the household, the workplace, but the way how you are even talking to the people, the way how you perceive them, the way how you are considering your current life situation. It can be good but not well satisfied. It can be good but you still would like to achieve more, you would like to create more, or it's not actually well and you would like to change the circumstances overall. The empowering action also provided you the ideas how you can create the practice for your own, how you can find with existing tools in internet the ways how you can shift your focus, really give the essence to any action you would like to bring into your life. Many of us are going through kind of bias, inner bias, which are having the source or roots in our past, in our childhood, the time before we became today an adult human being. Also there I gave kind of guidance for the emotional disengagement with the past, not ignoring the past, but use it as the valuable factor and the driver for you how to shift your mindset and look at your life in completely different way, use different lens. The gratitude and forgiveness are so strongly correlated with each other. And we are talking about to be kind. It's so difficult really sometimes in life to be kind. This difficulty actually is very strongly again connected with our inner peace, with the level of our inner peace. We will say we are okay because we will go to church, we will pray, but then we are so easy to get angry, not satisfied with another person in conversation. with our spouse, with our partners, with family members, and work, and so many other people that are surrounding us. But always it will come to the core of your inner real peace. With the previous talk about the forgiveness, I think that's very, very important for us to just cut it off. Because if we are holding in us this kind of multidimensional need to forgive someone, and actually we are feeding ourselves with, I will never forgive, I will never forget, it does not serve us well. So with these first few bricks, we got the foundation to build the really essential strength to move on. And today I'm bringing you the well-being. And as I mentioned at the beginning, being happy, and I do hope so that you are really, really happy. Happy and well-being, I find very nicely aligned with each other, because this happiness should be overall. It should not be just because we got a gift, we got a new car, or whatever you wish. You can put it on the list here. The foundation of being happy, regardless what kind of just temporary negative situations will appear or positive situations will appear, it will not change your general perception, how you really feel in your life, your connection with your purpose that you are bringing to this life, to the people whom you love, to be aware what kind of value you are having for these people. Because we all will have people around us that they will look at us as an example, as a role model. They will follow us. There will be people who will not like us as well. The cycle of creating the well-being in us will also enable us to accept these people who don't like us, who disagree with our being, with our presence, with our physical appearance. We will still find kind words to them because they will not affect us. The compliment will not make us bold, will make us just happy for a moment, but it should not create this boldness and maybe overconfidence when we are getting too many compliments. It can be also very, very risky. It depends from our personality. But I believe of nature of being humble. That's very, very beautiful being in life. Accept being happy, being grateful that someone have noticed good thing in us, on us, but not make it out of it the huge trophy that will lead our attitude and maybe shift to wrong direction our intention, will blur our attention. Well-being, when we are going through different resources and general literature, they will bring particular components that we should consider. It will be friends, of course, it will be family, it will be emotions, it will be your career development, your professional/personal development. It's everything what we were talking about before, in different manner, from different dimension, but this well-being brings all together and can guide you to the very, very fruitful reflection on what you have done within your work on you, how you can notice the changes that you have applied and what kind of impact those changes brought into your life. Do you regret that you became suddenly kinder person? Does it make the itchy in your heart because that person deserves definitely to say a few much more mean words? Or actually it makes you satisfied because that practice, that really hard work brought you to the position where you can see different level of maturity in yourself. You calm down yourself. You are not so much explosive within the reaction. Either this is a good or bad reaction. You weight the words that you want to share with the person. You are no longer fast speaker just because saliva brought some words to your tongue, so you just drop them out. but you are much more balanced in you. Maybe even your walking pace have slowed down. I some time ago have realized that actually I walk very fast, and this fast walking is most probably related to the fact that I'm having so many things in my mind, and I need to be here and I need to be there. But when I slow down, I felt actually much more beautiful in being. That's very interesting discovery, right? Slow down your walk and then you feel more beautiful. But really, this is what happened. I then focus on my posture, how I hold my shoulders, how straight my back is, how I lengthen my neck. Despite at the beginning, of course, it's not really comfortable because you force your body to take completely different position. But this conscious carrying your body really made a huge change in me, how I am entering the room, how I am welcoming the people. It slowed down me with, hey, hello, and big laugh, and so, no, it made me more gentle. This awareness, that was a great discovery. To start applying that in life, it is still an ongoing process. And coming back to the well-being and all the elements that are mainly around our emotional intelligence are, I think, crucial, because when we are adult, when we become adult, we are mothers, partners. What we say will have an impact on people, but most important is what we say will have an impact on us. The quality of words. I think I will not say anything new. When you speak positive words, you share positive opinion with your friends, with another person, it will have positive impact on that particular person. If you are sharing negative thoughts, and which may imply really negative feelings to that person, it will not serve you. That's the very most important thing. Because even if there is something you want to claim that has indeed this negative shade, we should be good enough to find better or higher level, higher quality words, so that our message will not have this sad sound. And when we are going out for this ecosystem, the psychological, sociological ecosystem, we have friends, we have family, like I mentioned, work environment, career, emotions. The well-being will not appear just because we will go for special training or we will just talk out with our friends. It's a really long-term process that the level of attention you will apply in it will give the expected outcomes. If you give little, of course you can't expect a great success, and you cannot expect changes in you. When you are even going through the process of the changes and more aware you are applying this new language, new attitude, a concept of intention with relationship with yourself, in relationship with other people. It should not make you to give up when the things are not coming as fast as you wish. For me, there is another very important value of well-being and this collective approach. When we are going through some huge changes in our life, and here as an example comes to me when, for example, a relationship is ending. There will be huge impact of our emotions in a way how we are dealing with that process. It can be when we are the one who's making the decision. Even if we do that decision, still might be that there is a huge harm in us. It can be that someone else is doing that decision. We are just put it in the corner. Hello, face it, sorry, I'm walking away. And then most probably the pain will be much, much bigger. The critical thing is to give yourself time, process the things that have just happened. Maybe not necessarily study why the relationship has ended, why the things didn't go the way how you wanted, because you already created the beautiful imaginative drawings about the future, maybe become wife or having another child with your particular beloved one, who is no longer the one. But give yourself time instead to sometimes ignore and going into another relationship. Fill the gap, emotional gap, with another human being. Going into excessive crowd, partying and making yourself busy with many, many things. It's good temporary, yes, but I believe we need to take time to make the reflection on ourselves, maybe even to understand where we should rewire our mind. For any kind of disengagement in the relationship which leads to its end, we need two people. There is never one person responsible for that. There might be harm, and during the relationship, then the other person is responsible, but we are also playing huge role of responsibility for that because we accept it and we continue the relationship. Because again, we ignored the really value of the well-being. We are not focusing what is happening in us. We are not measuring the level and quality of the emotions, the words that we are having. It's much easier to accept bad things rather than fight them, face them, and act in a way that it will serve you, not the person who eventually made you feel sad or bad. It is important to be aware how you are managing your professional development, what kind of vision you are having for yourself, and act like an adult person with the plan and commit yourself to that plan. When you are creating that continuously newly added value content in your life, you are automatically bringing to your moral spine the strength to keep you straight, and you will not weigh with your emotion as per other people's situations. Contingent situation will just suddenly appear in front of you. Being happy is not related to the presence only of other people. Creating this dimension of happiness in you starts with you. Cleaning, building the good and valuable relationship with your friends, and have people that are lifting you up. Remove the toxic relationships from your life because it's unhealthy. It will have always impact on the way how you are dealing, especially with the beloved ones, within the core family members. It will have an impact what kind of person you are and what kind of purpose you are creating at your work, who you want to be, how you want to do that work, how you want to be perceived. This inner happiness will definitely create you as a strong and solid woman that will be able to understand what you have to do next to serve you well, to serve your professional development also well. Emotions will be nicely balanced, and this is how you can start your work on your collective and complex well-being. Be happy.